They don't let you walk out of the hospital doors. The first time I was in there, this was September of 2010. This was a really bad time period for me. And the reason I say that is because the living situation I was living in, it was finally starting to crumble. And things were getting really bad there. There was one night I was so disassociated and my anxiety was so bad that I was making mac and cheese. And I went to dump the water out and do the cheese mix, but I didn't even make it to the sink. I started trying to almost dump it on the floor, and I was like, I got to do something here. I'm not going to let these two people stop me from getting help anymore. I was ready to go to the train tracks, down near where I was living at the bottom of the hill. Just put my headphones on and lay my neck on that rail. Let that train just cut it off. I was fucking done. I didn't know what the hell to do, so I went. This was the first time I ever felt that hopeless. When I've been there, that's when I'm completely at a low, and I feel hopeless. And I was, in there for a little bit, and everything in that living situation, that was a really bad time in my life, looking back at it, with what was going on in that situation. Now, the next time, the second time I was in there, this was like July of 2013. I had consumed way too much amphetamines and alcohol at the same time. And I went until like this psychosis. I actually gained what I refer to as kaleidoscope vision. Everything, I look at something that was completely sparkling and shining. Everything looked like it had this crystal shine quality to it. And I saw it from many different angles. But I remember I was trying to sleep it off. I tried to lay down, but I was in a certain mind state where I thought if I was going to go to sleep, I thought I was going to time travel back in time. And I was horrified of getting stuck in a time period I couldn't get out of. So I remember I called my brother up, and I asked him to take me to the hospital. And I remember him seeing me in that state. And I remember something was going on with my bladder, because halfway there I couldn't even keep from pissing myself. I'd stop at this gas station, disoriented, and everything was bright, and I was trying to just get in the bathroom and pee, and no, I ended up going to the hospital. He ended up taking me there. I was ready to slash everything up on myself, take a knife and just slash every goddamn piece of me up. When I remember being taken on the stretcher into the hospital, this was the most hopeless I'd ever felt in my life. I remember just laying there feeling dead on that stretcher. I don't know what the hell to do. And I spent some more time in there. I remember coming out that time, I was speeding for like a week. And I was kind of in the psychosis for a few more days, and I remember coming out of there and just having headphone time and listening to music, and I didn't even need another inebriation because I was still in one for days. And looking back at those two times, that they won't let you walk out of the hospital doors.